Our job now is to combine rational expressions, and when I say combine, what I mean is adding or subtracting. So let's go back to just a plain number example. Now we know that we can't just add across. When we add, we need common denominators. And I want to spell this out very clearly. What we're doing is we're factoring in our head what goes into 6 and, well, 3 is just simply 3. So I broke apart my 6 and I realized, you know what, these guys have a 3. What's missing on this fraction is we need a 2. But using, just multiplying the bottom by 2 is actually cutting the fraction in half. We can't just multiply by 2. So what we do to get around this is that we multiply by a fancy 1. So we multiply the top and multiply the bottom by 2. Now if we multiply by 2 over 2, that's actually multiplying by 1, which means we are not actually changing the value, but we're changing the way the fraction looks. So we know to multiply by 2 over 2, and we get 2 over 6. Now that we have common denominators, we can add across. Alright, so enough of the numbers, the elementary stuff. Now we're going to do this with rational expressions. So you should be thinking, well, I have 3 x's here, x, x, x. Right here, I need to add 2 x's to the bottom here. And so the only legal way to do this is to multiply by this x squared on top and on bottom. That will make sure that the fraction actually doesn't change, but we'll have common denominators. So in this case, we have x squared all over x cubed, because I just multiplied the top and bottom, and I have 3 over x cubed there. Now if I add across, now I'm done. They're combined into one fraction, and that is my goal. So I have 2 more complicated examples, kind of more complicated examples. 5 over x minus 3 minus 2 over this. So again, we're going to think of this, actually, this 2 over x squared minus 9 think of this as 2 over its factors. Okay, so we now have one factor missing over here. We need to add or put in an x plus 3 here. Now in order for that to be legal though, I need to put it on the top multiplied in and the bottom multiplied in. And so now, if I multiply the top here and distribute my 5 in, I have 5x plus 3. And what I'm going to do here is I'm actually going to subtract the 2 as well. And the reason I could just put everything over one fraction is I have the same denominators over here. And then we have 5x plus 1. Now traditionally, you're also going to expand anything you can, so I'm going to write this out as x squared minus 9. So my goal has been achieved. I found a common denominator, I added them together. Now it might get a little, you might have to add more than one thing to your fractions though. So here's one last example where that's going to happen. Okay, so I have completely different denominators here. So my strategy is, well, this x minus 5 I need to include on this side. So I will multiply the top and the bottom by x minus 5. That x minus 2 is missing over on the other side, so I'm going to multiply by x minus 2, top and bottom. And then I can multiply in. So this would be 3x minus 15. and this is a positive 4. So I'm going to drop a positive 4 in here, plus 4x minus 8. And I have the same fraction under each. So now it's just a matter of simplifying. I have 7x minus 23, and I should expand out the bottom. Alright, I have my single fraction. So always remember, when you're combining, you factor, and then you make sure you know what's missing on the bottom there.